Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna go ahead and get started with some chicken tenders. We're gonna make into little nugget sized pieces, and like this one, we're gonna cut them up into these size pieces, and then we're gonna have some chicken nuggets for dinner. I like to make my own chicken nuggets. It's just, I feel like it's a healthier option than buying the ones in the store. But what I'm gonna do is cut these up bite-sized pieces and make us some nuggets. It's gonna be just like fried chicken. And I'm going to, instead of frying them, I'm not gonna fry them. I am going to bake them and coat them in some panko breadcrumbs, so you get the feel as if they're actually fried. My kids love this option. If you see some skin on your chicken, you can go ahead and get all that off. My kids don't care for that. We don't like that. So let's go ahead and get all that off. Okay. But anyway, this is the boneless, skinless chicken tenders. And, that's just what I happen to buy at the store. So we're gonna make this work today. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut all these up into these bite-sized pieces. I'm gonna use this container right here to put my nuggets in once they're made. So yeah, my kids absolutely love this dish. It's one of their favorites. Tastes just like fried chicken nuggets, but hey, I know exactly what's in it. You know, this is just plain chicken, and then we have the breadcrumbs, eggs, and milk. So I feel like this is a pretty healthy option. I'm always looking for healthy options for them, especially with growing children. Their minds are growing, their brains are growing, their need to eat healthy. I also have all three of my kids. I have three. I have my daughter is 14 years old, and she is a athlete. She plays softball. She is a home run hitter. She is a pitcher. She can run like the wind, so she definitely needs a healthy dinner. She has practice every single night, and so you know I need to make sure she's getting good nutrition. Also, my boys, they are. I have two sons. One is 11 and one is 8. And they are both on swim team, and so they swim. And I have my 11-year-old next year. He's gonna go into the 7th grade, and he really wants to run track and field. So I definitely need to have very healthy meals ready to roll for my children. You know, it's also good for you and your, you know, if you have a husband or your family, just to eat healthy. So, and this, actually, it doesn't even taste healthy. Like, it tastes great. Like, so, good options all around. So I'm almost finished cutting up all this chicken here. So there's some more skin on here. Some skin I left on, but that was okay. But this was a lot. This one's a lot here. So I'm gonna go ahead and take all that off. Yeah. I think my knives need to be sharpened, y'all. This was a adult one. I just grabbed one from the butcher's block, you know, but I guess I need to sharpen it. Okay, almost done. Last one. All right, here we go. Okay guys, so the next step I'm gonna go ahead and do is make my egg wash. I'm gonna do it in this bowl, and then this pan's gonna be for my breadcrumbs. So I'm gonna work in kind of like that way motion, but first let's make our egg wash. So we need some eggs here. So I'm gonna do 2 eggs. need a second egg here. All right. Okay, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and pour in about a cup of milk. Approximately. I mean, this isn't baking, so you can kind of just eyeball it too. It's fine. So about a cup of milk. All right. Cool deal. Okay. Get my fork. Stir this around. Let me get my fork, stir this around. Okay. Make sure it's all nice and incorporated. All right. That looks good. Excellent. Now, if you want a little bit more spicier of an option, really like Louisiana hot sauce. I'm a Louisiana girl through and through, so I'm gonna throw a little bit of hot sauce in here too. All right. Oop, that's a lot. Okay. But yep, I like it. I like it spicy. I like it with a kick. So you could leave it plain. You just want, you know, you don't have to add that hot sauce option into it. But we like things spicy. Even my kids like it spicy. So, okay. Now I'm gonna go ahead and take my chicken. So, okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have my chicken, my egg wash, and then my breadcrumbs. Oh, the breadcrumbs. So let's go ahead and get our breadcrumbs in here. All right. Now I have already preheated my oven. I have already preheated my oven, so we are good there. I have my tray that the nuggets are gonna go on, and let me go ahead and pan this so that way nothing sticks. Get my breadcrumbs out here. Okay, and we're just gonna go ahead and pour them into this little pan here. All right. Now I get the Italian style breadcrumbs, and the pancos just gives it that extra crunch, and the Italian style gives it some extra flavor. So that's the kind that I just prefer to work with. Okay, so now that we're all kind of set up here, I have extra garlic powder and black pepper. I sometimes will just do this and go ahead and sprinkle a little bit extra in here. We just like it to have flavor, y'all. I mean, you know, who doesn't want some chicken with some flavor? So add a little extra, just a few shakes here and there. It's nothing big. And then get a fork or a spoon and just kind of like stir that around. Okay. Now you don't have to do that option either. You can make it very simple. It's still gonna have lots of flavor, even if you don't add those two ingredients, just like the hot sauce to the egg wash. Like, you don't have to add all that extra, but we think it just tastes so yummy when you do all that. Okay, that's good. That's mixed in. Okay. Now let's go ahead and get our chicken into the egg wash, into the breadcrumbs, and onto our pan. I make sure that, I want you to be able to see, I make sure that like the chicken is nice and coated all the way through. Make sure it's on all the sides, flip it around a bunch of times, sprinkle it on. All right, shake it off a little bit, and then we just put it on our tray, and that's our first nugget. Now, I do keep a dirty hand, and I call it a clean hand, even though I'm touching chicken, it's not clean. But at least you're not putting your breadcrumbs onto the chicken, into the egg, you know what I mean? Like, it's just kind of, so I grab this hand with my chicken. You can put a bunch of chicken if you want. You don't have to do one at a time. And then I kind of just stir it around, and I'm gonna drop my chicken into the breadcrumbs and then use this hand to cover the breadcrumbs. So both hands are technically dirty. One just has a breadcrumby fingers. All right. And that's it. And then you put it on your tray. And we just keep going like that, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and speed this video up for you right here, so that way you don't have to watch me do all this. Okay guys, now here is my chicken nuggets that I just made, and they're gonna go into the oven. The oven is preheated at 375 degrees, and it's gonna go in for about 15 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes. So let's go ahead and get this into the oven. Guys, here are the nuggets I just made. I'm gonna go ahead and get this into the oven. The oven is already preheated at 375 degrees, and you're gonna put this in for about 15 to 20 minutes. Just keep checking it to make sure that it's not going to get too dark and too brown on the top, these breadcrumbs. You want them to be crispy, but you don't want them to be burnt. So yeah, I would go ahead and just check them in about 15 minutes. Let these guys bake. And I will check on you in a little bit. All right, guys, coming up to check on them. Ooh, they look so good. They look about done. Nice and browned on the top now. So we'll go ahead and take them out. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and put this up here on my stove. So we'll go ahead and take them out and wait for them to cool off a little bit, and then we serve them with some ketchup. All right, guys, got my ketchup, and now it's time for the taste test. It looks so good. Mmm, it's delicious. It's so good. Kids will absolutely love this. All right, guys, thanks for watching. See you next time. Super good.